Welcome to Budds Creek, Maryland, on a hot and humid day for racing on one of the nation's great traditional motocross tracks. We take a look at the Suzuki track map. That famous uphill start hasn't changed, but
the rest of the track is completely different. It runs the opposite direction. There's not as much air time, but there's still a lot of elevation changes.
That motocross is such an enduring sport. 30 minutes plus 2 laps on each moto. Steve Lamson, after the gate drop, gets a good start. Oh, going down is Kevin Windham, number 38. What a bad break for Windham right off the start. He'll be in last place, maybe. 58 is Casey Johnson of Pro Circuit. Lamson out in front after the hole shot.
Art, it looked to me like he was riding a 250 up that hill. He had an incredible jump out of the gate. And Kevin Windham has been chipping away at his points lead the past 2 races, winning both those overalls. Now, he's got a clear track. He doesn't have to worry about Windham in this moto, I don't think.
Lamson out in front. Here comes Pichon through the ruts. Can Antonez come back? Antonez in third.
Now the look at it, Pichon just coming down the inside, going through that deep rut there, hard under braking. Just takes the line away. Antonez tried to square it back underneath him, but not enough horsepower to do that soft stuff on a 125.
Here's Lamson. Oh, he gets hung up on the tire. Oh, what a close race now with Mikel Pichon right on his back tire. We've got a race on our hands for first place.
I think the crowd knows it. You can see they're getting into it, and anytime you got a guy in front of you starting to make mistakes, it gives this would give Pichon, in this case, a lot of confidence. Right there, he had to follow him through that rut. That's pretty difficult.
Mikel Pichon now looking for the opportunity to get around and take the lead in this first moto.
Now we're coming into the sections on the racetrack where Chad felt his rider was faster than Steve. We'll find out in a minute. If he can get around, it does seem like Pichon's a little quicker at this point in the race.
Be interesting to see how they handle the ruts now as Pichon. It is side by side as they come up the hill.
Lamson riding all the way on the edge of the track. Pichon didn't leave him much room there.
Oh, he pitches inside. They bang bars. Lammy will retake the lead.
Right now, though, Sheik's starting to look around at John Dowd.
Dowdy cuts in front, gets the good line in the rut, and John Dowd moving into 4th place.
It's the same place Pichon took over the lead a little earlier from Lamson. Charges down the inside through that soft stuff, gets into the inside berm. Nice pass.
The defending champion, number 1, Steve Lamson, has a comfortable lead as he approaches the final finish line jump.
A little off balance right there in that berm. It doesn't matter now. He's got a good lead, checkered flag. That feels good. You know, I think he saved a little bit of energy in that moto, and he looks pretty fresh, and he knows he's just putting more pad on his points lead.
The 30-second board is up for our second moto now. These riders having to reach back as the gate drops. And Lamson once again with a very good start. And Antonez another good start along with Mike Brown, Dowd, and Pichon. Pichon number 12. The pack slowed down by that tight turn as they go the opposite direction as they went last year. Steve Lamson once again with the advantage. What a powerful day he's having. 21 is Chad Pedersen, 7 is Dowd, 17 is Craig. And having his problems going down, Mikel Pichon. That'll hurt his overall chances, as taking 2nd place in that first moto, I'm sure he was hoping to win this one. Dowd doing a little wheelie through that corner, trying to get around quicker as Ferry now cuts to the inside, can't make the move.
Well, he went in there and tried. Dowd is a strong boy. He's not going to get out of the way very easy, and Ferry almost lost another position because he had to tuck around that inside. There you see Sheik.
Sheik dives in front of Ferry as Ferry comes back on the outside. A battle with Team Suzuki versus a Privateer Suzuki. Behind John Dowd, the Team Yamaha. So it's Dowd, Ferry, and Sheik. Oh, Mikel Pichon has gone down just after the finish line jump. Boy, from the way the bike looks, it looks like he went flying.
Either that or he walked off the side of the racetrack. He looks like he's holding his arm.
Steve Lamson, our leader, as Marty is continuing to check on Mikel Pichon's condition right now. He gets the pit board out in 1st position. Mike Brown still putting up a good battle, not letting him get away.
Mike Brown's actually caught Lamson. He's faster right now, which is just amazing. The guy went out of the first moto with a painful wrist, and what a gutsy performance from him.
It's Tim Ferry, number 20, trying to hold off Kevin Windham.
Windham with a little different line through there. That's one of the places on the racetrack where they watered it, and it really hasn't gotten packed in. So the guys either got to go way wide or way tight.
Side by side, Windham goes to the outside. Can he come out of this corner with momentum? He cuts up the inside. Great move by Kevin Windham.
He makes sure to make it stick by cutting all the way across the track in front of Ferry.
Antunez with his best national performance overall as far as consistency. He took a second place at Hangtown in '91, but the weather allowed only one moto, and coming in real fast to the corner, Dowd trying to make a move, and he slips out, spins out. John Dowd.
Dowd's the one that's going to have to find a way around, and he's making a lot of mistakes. So anytime you're making those kinds of mistakes, you start wearing yourself out. And of the two guys right now, I'd have to say,
oh, and Antunez, he spins out. Turnabout's fair play, I guess.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Of the two, I thought perhaps because Antunez is riding a little better, making less mistakes, he'd be the fresher of the two, but big mistake there.
Ferry now giving Antunez a challenge, and Scott Sheik is coming to the picture now, number 26. It's Sheik and Ferry right behind Antunez. Sheik passing Ferry on the downhill. And by the way, Brown has had to pull off the track out of second place. And you can see there that Tim Ferry is really slowed up.
I'm be inclined to think that he did something wrong somewhere, came up really short on the jump. Here comes Mike Craig, and it seems inevitable he's going to get around, but...
Oh, Scott Sheik in the same area that Mikel Pichon went flying. He's on that side hill after the finish line jump. Out in front, Steve Lamson continues just to motor away. He's had such a flawless ride. We haven't checked him out lately. But as the race winds down to the end, this man is looking forward to a sweep here at Budds Creek. There is no challenge at all for Steve Lamson as he comes around. Points down to the tire. Did you see that?
Not sure what he was pointing to, but he doesn't have far to go now, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem for him.
Gosh, with a thumb down like that, coming around, he told his mechanic something. The checkered flag for Steve Lamson. Kevin Windham with all the riders going down. Yes, he's looking at his rear tire. He's got a flat tire.